if you're a videographer, please, leave your comments, like, subscribe, I like to hear back from you. So, again, I'm just venting about being a videographer. My name's Andre, if I haven't mentioned that. I've been doing video production for over 20 years now. I mean, professionally, probably, let's say about a little over 4. And I admit, it's been a serious struggle. When I committed to just wanting to do video production and build a company, around video production, it's been an uphill battle, and it continues to be a battle, And I find myself at times just sitting quietly, of course, just thinking like, maybe I should just do something else different. But every time I think that way, it only lasts a short amount of time. I'll be honest, it's only a few seconds, maybe at the longest a minute. And then I get to thinking on why I enjoy capturing moments so much. And for me, it might be a personal thing, but I didn't grow up with a lot of photos in my life. Let's just say that, especially no video. You know what I mean? My family couldn't afford a home video camera, so it was a little different for us. So when I was able to pick up one and record my family videos and videos of friends, I was excited, and I still get excited to this day. Capturing moments is what I enjoy doing the most. Some people out there, you might enjoy playing basketball. There's other things that I do enjoy doing. Those of y'all that know me know I enjoy fishing. I used to enjoy watching sports and playing sports. But the majority of my time, I like to spend with family, friends, and just enjoying the moments. And any chance I get, anyone that knows me know I'm gonna grab the camera and I'm gonna try to capture those moments. Now, this just works for me. Since I've been doing it as a business, it's still been a lot of fun. But trying to continue to do 200% focusing in on video production, it's a lot. Even doing my YouTube tutorials, it's a lot. Trying to pay the bills, it's a lot. There's a lot of AI out there. There's a lot of people just using their cell phones to record their own content, which is cool. And I don't see anything wrong with it. But for me, being on the opposite side of the camera, this is something new to me too. I really didn't sit in front of the camera and talk. I might talk to friends, but never in front of a camera or to a camera. So this is definitely different. So, I enjoy, again, capturing moments for friends. Sending that photo over to someone, maybe it's been 5 years and, maybe I gave it to them 5 years ago, but then it'll pop up in my feed and I'll say, let me resend this over. And, you get that, oh, thank you so much. I was looking for that photo. I haven't seen it in a while. Thank you. Or videos. I had a family member tell me that, I'm not really saying it word for word, but one of my favorite cousins, she's been supporting me a long time in everything that I do. But she basically stated that I have all the great old footage, man, and that alone kind of almost brought tears in my eyes, being able to, have those photos of friends and family members, and even people that's moved on, you know what I'm saying? I do wish, I recently posted again my mom's birthday party. I didn't capture a lot of video of her. And to this day, I regret that. Sometimes it even brings a little tears in my eyes that even though she was in a different state that I was used to, even my daughter had mentioned, maybe you should have got some more of grandma. And I'm hoping to find some footage or a family member show me something, some past time. But enough about that. You can see I'm tearing up a little bit. But it just reminds me, no matter what state of mind or what state someone's in, it's okay to capture that moment. Because even though the camera was probably going to show something different, in my mind, I still see my mom. You know what I'm saying? Even if I watch that little piece now, I don't see her sickness. I just see her and remember some of the good times we had. So as a videographer, these are the things that keep me going. A lot of people might enjoy sports, might enjoy working on cars, might enjoy purchasing cars, might enjoy purchasing jewelry, might enjoy buying a bunch of clothes, and that helps them, you know what I mean? For me, camera gear, man. When I'm watching something, a movie, in my mind it's like, what type of camera captured that moment, or what was the director thinking, or what was the person captured that moment thinking? Even with photography, like, you get to see it through their lens, you know what I mean? I get excited when I see different cameras or different gear or different ways of shooting, different lighting techniques, different angles, different just shots, period. And I'm wondering, if you still here, thank you for watching. Just leave it in the comments if you feel the same way, like you feel like, outside of family and friends and cars and jewelry and money, this brings you a lot of joy. And I know for me it does. You know what I'm saying? Grabbing this in my hand and pressing and capturing that moment is what I enjoy the most. That's what keeps me going. As a content creator or videographer, it's a struggle for us. Putting ends together, making, getting to the next level, being able to pay a bill just by capturing a moment, or help someone tell their story, or, help a business, advertise or create a commercial. All these things excite me down to the gill. Again, like I said, watching movies, I'm always wondering, how did they pull that shot off, man? I wish I could be a fly on the wall. And watching movies, really get me excited. That's where I spend a lot of my time, watching movies, thinking about how I can incorporate my vision, my camera gear, and do my part, I'm more of a documentary type person, and more so acting. I like the real life stuff. I really do. I like, and that's why I call myself a videographer. Yes, I'm a director as well, but I enjoy those natural moments, man. They seem to just fall in place for me. Like, if I'm out on the shoot, just natural things happen. And I'm like, yo, I'm glad that happened, Like this one time I was on a shoot, and it was a guy who was basically, it was a music video shoot. I do a lot of music videos. I enjoy doing them. But this one guy, he's pretty much talking about how he feels like he's away from the flock. And guess what happened? A bird comes flying down, one pigeon out of nowhere. Nice pigeon too, beautiful colors, everything. Just in an area we didn't expect to see him. It just flew right down into the scene, and I was like, wow, that works. And I'm wondering if it was just a coincidence? Yeah, that's how we say it. Or was that the universe trying to tell me something, And it happens a lot. Like, I might need a shot of, say, a ambulance or something running down the street. I'm on the set, boom, here come the ambulance. Or I need a shot of a helicopter. Ooh, look up, there's a helicopter, And it's good to archive those things, but the majority of the time that happens is for the project. And I didn't even think, maybe I should have, the ambulance scene. I'm thinking like, well, I could just pretty much go and get some stock footage on that. So that's what keeps me going. It's like, yo, like this is what I am meant to be doing, And again, I just want to hear from other videographers if you feel the same way, if you're out here struggling to pay the bills and you're not so worried about gear, because I got over that, But yes, gear does excite me. I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, a little kid in a candy store when I see someone with a camera. I'm asking, or I'm, wondering if I can just touch it and try it out. You know what I'm saying? And the majority of the time, people was like, yeah, go ahead, give it a shot. If I'm working with other cameras on the set and it's not mine, I'm excited. It's like a new learning curve, and I don't know, man. It's weird. I guess it's the same way certain people feel when they watch sports or play sports or work on a car as a mechanic. You just want to get in there and do what you do. Or someone who's painting a portrait, you just feel like you're in your moment. This is what you're supposed to be doing. And it's just hard because, like I said, I felt like once I started up my company and put all my money in and put all my time and effort in, that I would take off quickly. Like my phone would be nonstop, ringing off the hook. Business would come pouring in, but you know what I'm saying? Yes, you get some small jobs, you get some okay jobs, but I want to fill up my calendar, and that's the part that's a little tricky. It's like filling up your calendar. And I know some people that are great photographers, great videographers, are still having the same struggle. Like, I don't know if it's the AI out there. I don't know what it is. People just feel like, oh, I'm not paying for a videographer when I can have my little cousin with his phone to do the same. And that works in a sense, but wouldn't it be nice to just have your little cousin in the video? And that's why you should hire a videographer outside. Someone that's not a part of the family, or, someone who doesn't mind being on the opposite side of the actual screen. Yes, your cousin might do it, might enjoy it, your little brother might enjoy it, but he should be in that actual shot. You know what I mean? Videography is something I love, man. Besides my family. I mean, I did plenty of things in my life. I just said I got the white, of age. I worked everywhere from limousine transportation to law firm to computers, and networking to, I don't know, man. You name it. I probably did it. I was even a cab driver at one time. I had some good careers. I built furniture. I repaired furniture. I even delivered furniture at one time. It kept me in shape. I remember those days. But I have had some good careers, and I was able to accomplish my main thing, since I came out of the streets. And that was to maintain a family lifestyle. My wife and I had 3 beautiful kids. They're all doing good. My wife's still here with me in good health, which is a blessing. All of my kids are healthy. And, I sit up and I thank the man upstairs, or I just thank the universe, or I just thank, all the positive energy that stays around us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's truly a blessing. And for me, sometimes I sit back and say, that's enough, having my health, waking up every day and still having a desire to capture moments, that's all enough. That's everything. But then, in a sense, reality sets in, and I'm like, you gotta pay some bills, man. So, what I do to subsidize, or just to make a couple extra dollars while things are a little slow with the business, I dash, I do Uber Eats, I do anything. I mean, I build furniture if I have to. So if you out there in the tri-state area and you need someone to put together one of those IKEA pieces of furniture and you don't want to deal with it, call me, man. Leave it in the comments. I'll send you my number, and I'll come out and do it for you. I still enjoy that as well. It was one of the best careers I had, was repairing furniture. And even when it came down to computers, I enjoyed that too. But repairing furniture and building furniture, I mean, I get a little joy from that as well. but nothing like capturing the moments, man. That's my number one on the list. Things that I enjoy doing is fishing. Anyone that know me, I'm recording. What you say? Yeah, they both, one for me, one for you. So, as a videographer, you know what I mean, or things I enjoy doing, I enjoy fishing. I really enjoy fishing, man. That's, if I was to say a hobby, that's one of my number one hobbies. I even enjoy flying drones. Outside of that, again, it's just back to to capture the moments and take photos of, wildlife or just people or just moments in time. I mean, that's my top 3. So this has been a long video. We're going on almost a little over maybe 16, 17 minutes. So I'm gonna cut it short here. But again, please leave it in the comments. If you feel the same way, going through what I'm going through, I'm gonna tell you, like I keep telling myself, we gotta keep on pushing in. Just gotta do what we gotta do, man. That day, that moment for us to be out there making what we need to make and doing what we need to do to pay our bills, concentrating 100% or 200% on our craft. It's coming, man. I know it's coming for me, you know what I mean? But like I mentioned earlier, sometimes you got that guy on your shoulder saying, quit, man, quit. Just go ahead and give it up, man. It'll never happen. That happens, maybe, I'll be honest, 2-3 times a day, But then on the other shoulder, I gotta say, man, you better not quit. Or if I go on to social media, someone to be posting something similar to that. It's like the universe knows, or your phone's been listening in, whichever it is. And say, hey, man, don't quit. Don't give up. Your moment's coming. Keep on pushing. And that alone, again, is enough. So remember, your time will come. Stay focused. Stay committed. Stay grinding. And remember to do the best with what you have. Shoot smarter, create more, and spend less. Till the next video, y'all. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Till the next one. Peace.